Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, the Knight of Justice, back again with another power scaling video. In this video, we'll be doing another tier list topic, but this time it'll be on the strongest current Avengers members. Now, we will be doing a list like this but involving past members that were part of the roster. I would like to point out, just because say character A is below character S, doesn't mean she or he can't scale higher in S than S. Or say if both characters are in the same tier, say for example Cap and Black Panther, if Cap has feats that are scaling him above Panther, he can be placed higher or vice versa. Don't get upset if it looks like your favorite Avenger is below another. But first, I'd like to give a big thanks and shout out to TheChadWick, for helping me out with this video. I could not do this without him. He's been an incredible help towards me in gathering all the research we needed for this video, and I appreciate his help immensely. Thank you. And I hope we get to do more tier list videos like this down the line in the future. But with that out of the way, let's get to the video. And starting off in tier C. In tier C, we have Blade, the vampire assassin. Blade has fought a vampire version of Spider-Man who should be at the same strength than normal Spider-Man when he's not infected. This same Spider-Man should scale to the likes of Wolverine, Cap, and Black Panther. Black Panther are able to fight relatively with neither one giving the other the upper hand. Spider-Man scales to Wolverine, even easily overpower him as well as scaling to Cap. Wolverine scales to Black Panther as well as Captain America. So it's easy to get the gist of the idea of where Blade scales amongst these three characters. But the reason we have Blade scaling so low or scaling below Cap and Black Panther is not only are they better fighters than he is, but scale to a person he's not only had a hard time with but lost to, and that is Nighthawk. Both in Phoenix War and Heroes Reborn, Panther is shown to be on an even footing with Nighthawk. So, given how Blade's performance against Nighthawk, comparing against Panther's performance against Nighthawk, it's easy to make the assumption or the conclusion that he would scale below the likes of Black Panther, or in Nighthawk along with Cap. And I will get into later on how Cap and Black Panther scale toward another. Like Iron Man, Blade has outside equipment that can scale him a lot higher on this list. For Blade, he has a gun that is capable of damaging Sky Herald tiers of Sky level, fodder level beings, such as Cosmic Ghost Rider and Boy Thing, who he can wear as armor that simply amps his strength and abilities, as well as using Boy Thing's Fear Touch powers to fight and damage beings as powerful as Surfer, Firelord, and Gladiator. In Tier B, we have Captain America and Black Panther. Captain America and Black Panther both can be interchanged with one another, with one being above the other. You either have Cap above Black Panther or Black Panther above Cap. It depends on how you view these characters or how strong you think they are within one another. But they both have been shown consistently to be scaled to one another, and so it's no surprise they will be both in the same tier. Moving on to Tier A, we have Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel has shown to scale above the likes of Iron Man in his standard suits, cause in Civil War II, when they fought, Carol has shown to be the superior opponent in the encounter, able to absorb his attacks and take out his Hulk Buster. But if we use Iron Man's stronger Hulk Busters, it's unlikely she will be able to win against them given the people those Hulk Busters are capable of damaging. She doesn't inherently scale to. For example, the Hulk Buster can harm the likes of current Hulk, and that Hulk is stated to be on a new level of rage, so stronger than the likes of Double Hulk, who Carol cannot beat in a fight, which she stated. And that same Double Hulk beat the likes of She-Hulk, who was beating Carol. But the reason Carol won against She-Hulk was due to the fact that when Carol's mask broke in their fight, She-Hulk saw who it was and was surprised by this. Carol took advantage of this distraction and made an opening leading to her defeat. Next we get to Iron Man. For Iron Man, he scales above the likes of Cap and should be superior to him in his suits. Though Cap is able to damage him and is a better fighter than Iron Man, Tony's suits do make up for the difference of skill when it comes to combat. Plus, his suits such as the Hulk Busters or Amp suits, for example, like Uru Magic Enhanced suits, should scale above the likes of Cap regardless. These suits are capable of damaging and keep up with the likes of Hulk, Thor, Sentry, and Captain Marvel. Next, we get to Tier S. Doctor Strange. The best thing for Doctor Strange when it comes to him being in the current line of Avengers is the powers that he got from Yggdrasil. When Strange got the power of Yggdrasil, he received more magic than he's ever had or ever known before. With this power, he would be able to fight the likes of Loki, who was stated to be a threat to the destruction of the multiverse, and Strange was able to fight against this Loki. Next, we move to She-Hulk, who, as I said before, scales above the likes of Carol, because, she clearly had the upper hand in her fight against her, and the reason she lost was because Carol's mask broke in their fight. She-Hulk saw who she was, and Carol used this opening to take her out. She-Hulk is able to fight against Valkyrie, who is able to damage corrupt King Thor. The same King Thor is able to fight and damage unstable Mer Sentry, who is stronger than the Void. For more on the Sentry bit, it took multiple heroes including Captain Marvel, Beta Ray Bill, Gladiator, Darkhawk, Sam Alexander Nova, and Adam Warlock to just barely hold down the Void. Or Void Sentry if you want to use that term. And a regular unstable Sentry is able to damage the Void and push him back when Strange and Sorcerer Supreme Loki fail to even slow it down. You also may say that Mer Sentry, even when he was unstable or even when he's unstable, She-Hulk doesn't scale anywhere near him. But she has grown stronger over the time during the current Avengers run. For example, when she fought her first fight against Namor on the water, she wasn't even able to damage him. Then, in the Phoenix War, they are able to fight evenly, with her even breaking his arms off. Then, in World War She-Hulk, she completely negs him effortlessly, even in his environment. So it goes to show that she has grown stronger throughout the Avengers run, plus it states multiple times throughout the run. With Daredevil states she has gotten stronger, Carol states she has gotten stronger with heights that have never been seen before, and that her strength is the highest it's ever been. Doctor Strange also says she's gotten stronger because of this. So it's easy to understand that She-Hulk has earned her way this high into S tier. Next, we move on to S+, the final tier. The Star Brand, a brand that grants the bearer infinite power, limit in addition to only their imagination, though it exists only on several different worlds and takes significant different forms on each. It always resembles a multiple-pointed star burst. Like the Phoenix Force and the Power Cosmic, the Star Brand had many hosts throughout the ages, such as Kevin Kyle, Connor, Val Shohan, Vun, a T-Rex, Rocket Raccoon, and now the current Star Brand owner, Brandy. For example, on these various brands or host powers, for Kevin Connor, he takes multiple hits from the likes of Mjolnir and is barely fazed by it. Plus, he's still getting used to his powers he doesn't know what he's capable of. Hulk even comes from outer Earth orbit, hits a Star Brand and still is not even KO'd. It takes multiple Avengers to even take him down. Keep in mind, he's still getting used to his powers at this point. Ariska Gale, with the power of the Star Brand, has the raw power and the potential to be on par with multiversal abstracts. When the Star Brand was descending towards Earth, it even cracked an opening in the superflow. Captain America states that through Daredevil's warning, the new Star Brand will be more destructive than any other previous version. There is also statements of she will be soon the most dangerous force in the galaxy. Then you have the Star Brand, along with the rest of the prehistoric Avengers, were able to take down an Aspirin. Though it was weakened, it should be pretty powerful and also a formidable threat to the planet. So the Star Brand is nothing to be underestimated. Next, we move on to Robbie Reyes. Robbie was able to fight the Star Brand and defeat it by using the Penance Stare. He is also able to fight and hold his own against an enraged She-Hulk. Robbie is also able to fight a member of the Dead's final host when Eli, his uncle, was in possession of it. Robbie has a unique ability along with amplifying himself by empowering objects regardless of the size just by controlling them. He was able to control a fallen celestial like this by merging with it, adding its power as well as its own. There is also the statement made by Black Panther that Robbie has grown into the most powerful Ghost Rider the world has ever known. So Robbie is definitely no slouch. Next, we move on to Echo. Echo, while she is new to the current line of Avengers, she is shown to be able to be on the same level such as King Thor and Robbie. In issue 51 of the Avengers 2018 run, Echo was able to fight against the Dark Avatar of the Phoenix Force and do the same if not better than King Thor, as well as handle both an alternate version of Wolverine and Killmonger that was giving both Iron Man as well as King Thor a hard time. So if anything, she will be on the same level as King Thor, though she is still new and still working on controlling her powers. As the new host of the Phoenix, already she's shown to be on the same level and same tier as the heavy hitters of the Avengers. Finally, we move on to the top dog of the tier list, King Thor. The All-Father Asgard has shown on several occasions to be above other members of his fellow Avengers team. He was able to one-shot robots that were giving the Avengers a hard time, as well as one-shot a monster that was giving them a hard time. During the King in Black event, he was able to fight against Null, the King in Black. Although he was defeated, he was still able to hold his own and not get one-shotted and take damage by him. And you might also say Null was weakened, or his weakness is lightning or light. He still was confident in fighting Thor, and when Thor was distracted by the Celestials, even though he was stabbed in the back, he was not out of the fight and was still alive. I want to be clear, I'm not saying Thor is equal to Null, but that he scales to him or to a degree where he doesn't get one-shotted, I might say. He's still below Null, even at a full power, but is still able to hold his own and survive his attacks. Why is this important, you may ask? Well, regardless if Null was weakened, he was able to easily rip Sentry in half. This same Sentry who was able to fight against the Void and save Doctor Strange and Loki from him. Null, who easily defeated the Void, still ripped this same Sentry in half. So, going off of this, when it comes to scaling as well as overall performance against said villain, Thor did better than Sentry. Cap also had full confidence that Sentry would be enough to beat Null and that he was their big gun. This would put Sentry above everyone that was present at the time. These people will include the likes of Doctor Strange, Storm, Jean Grey, The Thing, Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, and Iron Man. And when he was defeated, all hope believed was lost. Also, little do people know that during this time, this was merged Sentry, since it should have took place after the Annihilation Scourge. Now you also may say that looks like unstable Sentry because of the color scheme, but it was later revealed in an interview during King in Black that the writers made an error in the color, so it actually is merged Sentry, just that his color was changed by accident. It was mostly a editor's mistake. They made a mistake in the color. So, going off of this, merged Sentry was able to one-shot the combined might of the whole Cancerverse, even though multiple heroes at once weren't able to do so. So, King Thor, or Cosmic King Thor, and Sentry should scale above the other members of the Avengers. King Thor scales to the likes of Donald Blake, who is stated to be a greater threat than any other Thor villain that he's ever faced. This includes likes of Black Winter, Mangog, Surtur, Loki, Cole Borson with his Fear Amp, and Galactus. Thor is also listed as one of the few beings that is capable of killing the Phoenix, with beings such as the Molecule Man, Galactus, Thanos, Scarlet Witch, and Odin being among others. Plus, he was able to fight again and do decently well against the Dark Phoenix. Though I personally believe that the statement is mostly talking about either Thor going all out, using his hacks, or his full potential being able to kill the Phoenix. So to the conclusion of this list, with all of that out of the way, let's sum it all up. Thor should be above, if not equal to Echo, though she can be placed above him due to the performance she did, although Thor has feats that place him above other fellow members of the Avengers, either in base or with his power cosmic. Echo should be above Robbie, but Robbie has scaling that place him above the Phoenix, so they should be in the same ballpark. Robbie should be above the likes of the Star Brand since he was able to fight and defeat it with the penance there, although Cap states that new Star Brand would be more dangerous than any other version since she hasn't shown resistance to his hacks. So even if she was above him, he could still take her out via his hacks. Plus, I think a statement by Cap would likely be referring to her, being more dangerous due to her lack of experience since she's just a baby. The Star Brand, due to the raw power as well as the different feats and statements surrounding it, should be above the likes of She-Hulk. Though She-Hulk scales to the likes of Robbie, she would be in the same ballpark as well, if not weaker, while I do think she would scale above the current Star Brand due to her lack of experience. She would beat her other hosts if the power is on a different scale. She-Hulk scales to the likes of an unstable merged Sentry, Valkyrie, and King Thor, and statements of her power progressively getting stronger throughout the current Avengers run. Doctor Strange, when he gains the power of the World Tree, was able to fight against Sorcerer Supreme Loki, who was a threat to the entire multiverse. Captain Marvel has shown multiple instances of being above the likes of Iron Man and a few of his Hulkbusters. Iron Man, while has shown to be below the likes of Carol with his standard and weaker Hulkbusters, he still scales above her with his more powerful armors. And while Iron Man is above the likes of Captain America and Black Panther, with much more powerful armors and more powerful suits, they are able to make it up for it with skill. Captain Panther has shown multiple occasions to be relative in a fight and skilled in strength, so it really doesn't matter who you have above the other since they make a case for them both. But they both have shown to be above the likes of Blade, who scales below Nighthawk, who was able to easily defeat him, and Captain America's scale to Nighthawk. Blade, while the weakest of the Avengers, is impressive in his own right, has feats of fighting the likes of Spider-Man and scaling the likes of Black Panther, Wolverine, and Cap. Although he's weaker than them, they are better hand-to-hand fighters than he is still be able to keep up with him in a fight and hold his own. So that is a complete Avengers tier list. Again, I'd like to thank TheChadWick for helping me out with this video. This video could not be possible without his help and his immense effort in helping me gather research for every single member of this team. Every character, we have put our heart and soul into getting this research, and we have spent many days trying to make arguments and placements for said characters. Without his help, I could not have done this. So please give him a shout out, go subscribe to him. He makes incredible good content on like Resident Evil, Hulk, etc. He's a great YouTuber and a great friend. I appreciate his help. So if you like the video, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and also comment down below on who would you put on this team that's a part of the current Avengers roster, or what places you would change. I am all ears to hear what you have to say, or what arguments or what other feats you might want to add to place these characters higher than another. If you want to learn, talk, or hear about more skill involving Marvel, DC, or other various animes or shows, you're welcome to join our Discord, and we'll be gladly able to discuss with you on different things, or just have a casual talk and just chill out and Have fun. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all had a great New Year's. I know I did. So, the way, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.